This week in the news, the Queens LGBT Pride Parade celebrated its 25th anniversary in the borough. The parade, which is scheduled for June 4th in Jackson Heights, is the second largest of its kind in New York City and annually draws approximately 40,000 people. Councilman Danny Drum, who founded the parade in 1992, said that the parade has grown into a massive community event and that this year he expects the march will have a greater sense of urgency. I think you're going to see a large segment of parade marchers urging people to resist the Trump agenda, which excludes LGBT people, he said. And Councilman Jimmy Van Bramer, who first marched in the parade as a St. John student, said the parade has changed hearts and minds over the years. I think it's encouraged a lot of people to come out of the closet, particularly in those early years, which were tough years, very, very tough years for the LGBT community, he said. And speaking of parades, the Little Neck Douglaston Memorial Day Parade made its way through Northeast Queens on May 29th. The march, which is considered the largest in the nation, drew thousands of spectators, as well as Mayor Bill de Blasio and a number of elected officials representing Queens at the federal, state, and city level. Or as Burfin I, whose father owns the Kebab House on Northern Boulevard in Little Neck, put it, Memorial Day is the best day ever. You can celebrate soldiers. And the Queens Tribune celebrated Caribbean American Heritage Month with a story outlining some of the Caribbean-themed events taking place across the city in June, listing some of the prominent Americans who moved to the United States from the Caribbean islands, including several Queens elected officials, and profiling 6 Caribbean Americans whom the paper will honor during an awards ceremony and dinner at Douglaston Manor on June 2nd. And those are the Queens Tribune's top stories this week. This week's Queens Tribune news video is sponsored by the Flushing Business Improvement District, located at 135-20 39th Avenue in Flushing.